This video, we will discuss about latest report and an article about that report regarding the formalization of the enterprises and the workers in the Indian economy. First of all, this topic what we are going to discuss is going to be beneficial both for the mains answer writing and also for the essay writing and also for the prelims. So, what the article is discussing about is recently there is a report by the SBI, which is a research report, and it has stated that there was a reduction of the informal economy, that is, informal enterprises and the workers in the Indian economy, and the percentage of the formal economy has risen. That is, in 2018, the share of the informal economy is 52.4%, but in 2021, it has been reduced to 15%. And it has been countered and it has been established that the research report has exaggerated the claim and it is unfounded by two writers and two research and uh, uh, two people who have been working as a professor and has another been a labor commissioner. So let us see what are their arguments. SBI is saying that the GVA route of formal enterprises, that is, there are three reasons why it has stated that the share of the informal economy has reduced. The first reason is the gross value added route, that is, the percentage of contribution of the gross value added by the formal enterprises has increased, and the digital payments, like the if people are using digital payments like Paytm, PhonePe, or Google Pay, and for all transactions, they are saying that the consumption of the Indian have been increased and everybody is using through digital payments, and the employment rate, that is, most of the companies have increased their employment. So these are the reasons that there are so much of digital payments, and these are the reasons why there was a increase in the formalization. However, these two individuals, respected individuals, have countered the argument of the SBI report, saying that okay, before we go into arguments, we need to remember 2 points which might come in the prelims examination. That is, the definition of the informal enterprises and the workers has never ever been given in any laws or acts in the government of India, acts or anywhere. Okay, the government of India has never defined anywhere what are informal enterprises or informal workers. However, there was an international definition which is being given by the International Labour Organization. So there might be a question saying that some act like EPF or any kind of Factories Act defines informal enterprises like that. So there is no such kind of a definition. Remember, okay, the only definition was given by the International Labour Organization. That is, during 15th International Conference of Labor Statisticians, that is, labor commissioners. There are statisticians who work for the labor industry, I mean the labor department. So there was a conference which is an international conference, and in that conference, which is actually 15th conference that was held in the 1993, it was defined about the household. There was a definition of the informal enterprises, and in the 17th conference that was held in the 2003, there was a definition about the informal workers. So these ILO defined the informal enterprises and the workers. Okay, so what are they considering as informal enterprises? They are saying the household enterprises. For example, there is a grocery store which is being run by an individual, and he didn't register it anywhere as any separate legal entity. He is just simply running it. So he is a household, and it is being run by some of his household members. So there is no complete accounts being maintained by him and is being submitted to the government of India or any other country. Okay, in any other country. So any enterprise which is not being registered as a separate legal entity, that is as either a private company or as a public limited company or as a any kind of an organization. Okay, so such a kind of companies is informal enterprise, And who are the informal workers? Those who doesn't receive any kind of a social security benefit, such as maternity benefits, such as provident fund, such kind of a benefits. Okay, GPF. So based on this, there are certain levels for each country. That is, some percentage of enterprises are informal like that. India's level are 80% of the enterprises in India are informal and 91% of the workers are informal. Why? There was a more number of informal workers are even within a formal enterprise. For example, take a software company. The number of employees working, all the employees are not formal. Even there will be contractual employees, non-permanent employees, and there will be some kind of a um, small lower level of employees who are just hired for a few months of work. Okay, and they will not be come under the formal enterprise or formal workers conditions. Okay, these are the things. And because of this, in addition to this, because of the lockdown also, so many of the informal enterprises, because of the reasons like no sales, lack of credit access, that is, no loans given by the government, and because of they were unable to pay back the EMIs, so they were shut down. So the informality has increased in the lockdowns, and the employment also got down, and the gross value added, that is the percentage of contribution to the GDP by the informal enterprises, has been gone down. And what happened? The number of non-farm employees in the non-farm sector has reduced, and most of the people have shifted to agricultural sector again. So the kind of a structural transformation that has been achieved in the Indian economy since 2014, sorry, since 2004, since the LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization reforms, that is the structural reforms being brought by the Indian economies, PV Narasimha and other economists, since 2004 have been reversed in the lockdown. Okay, this is not the decision of the government but the situation of the economy like that. So this is even evident even before the lockdown also. The amount of people returning to agriculture sector has raised since in the from 2018-19 and 2019-20. So even before the lockdown also, the situation was like the reversal of the structural transformation, according to a report by the periodic labor force survey by the National Sample or Statistics Organization. Okay, so these are the points we need to remember while writing an answer in the essay and mains. So another thing that is being claimed by the SBI research report is eShram portal. So what is eShram portal? It is a portal that is being launched by the government of India for so that the unorganized workers can register themselves. So what will they get? They will not get any kind of a social security benefits. They will simply get a 12-digit unique number. So this will help the government of India to maintain a database of the number of informal workers in the country, apart from the no other benefit. Okay, so social security benefits they won't get, only they will get an accident insurance to certain amount. Okay, so how many people registered? So 10, almost 9.9 crore. Okay, so SBI is saying registering to this portal is also considered as a formalization, which is unbiased, sorry, which is not based, or which is like a exaggeration, according to the scholars who have written the article. And coming to farmer sector issue, agriculture is almost entirely informal, both the enterprises and workers. So the workers working in agriculture, they will not get any kind of a social security benefits. The farmers, they don't get any kind of a social security benefits. And even the enterprises like seed selling and those who produce vegetables and fruits and any kind of a agricultural produce, they sell in the market, not as an enterprise, and even they don't register. Very rarely few organizations are being registered, those who are producing organic produce like that. Okay, so agriculture is almost entirely informal. And as I said, there are certain multinational companies or any other organization, there is employees like contractualization and outsourcing of labor is happening. So most of them are informal employees, and even most of the work has been done by the non-permanent, casual, and contract workers. And the pandemic has increased the amount of these kind of workers in the formal enterprises. And another thing is construction sector. The construction sector has a lot of labor who are contractual workers and are not formal employees. They are simply informal workers. And but the contribution and the amount of revenues they make, they are being considered as a contribution of the formal sector. So these kind of structural issues still exist in the Indian economy among the different sectors, and without even considering all these basic points, we cannot say that the amount of the informal employees or enterprises have been reduced. This is the argument of the scholars who have written the article. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please comment down below and we can discuss.